Hey, what's up guys, Zero One, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about Place Beyond Pines. Stars Ryan Gosling, Ray Liotta, Eva Mendes, and Bradley Cooper. And it deals with, DeHaan also comes out. Excuse me, sorry about that. Sometimes my mind just goes out. Like, hey, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. So Place Beyond the Pines deals with different individuals that are interacting with one another in different time periods or different zones. There's one individual who is Luke. He's a motorcycle entertainer, and he basically, his life isn't going anywhere, and then he gets a shot out of nowhere that he didn't expect, and he's trying to do the best he can to change and be there for his family, because he realizes that nobody was there for him, especially his own father. So he wants to, do the best he can not to be like his father. And we see Ryan Gosling, really deliver as an actor, because when I saw him portray this character named Luke, he really looked like one of those guys that there's no future for him. He really looked like a loser, you can say. So he did a good job in portraying that character, that kind of like that rugged individual that doesn't care about his future. He just wants to do whatever he wants, and that's it. The bad boy. We also have Eva Mendes' character, who basically makes a choice that affects her and Luke's character, and that choice has ramifications. And by her not telling the truth, it kind of really hits Luke right in the face, and she kind of brings Eva Mendes portrays this character in a decent way. I'm not saying that she can't act. It's just the character itself. I felt like she wasn't, like, she didn't know where she was going in life. I mean, she said certain things that you kind of say, oh, she knows where she's going. But she did certain things where it's like she doesn't know what she wants. She did certain things where it was kind of like, man, don't you know that's gonna make things worse? And I just felt like that character that she played was just, I would love it to be more, a little bit more developed, or if not more developed, but tweaked a little bit. But we got what we got. And we also got Bradley Cooper, whose character is a rookie officer, and he has these idyllic thoughts of what he wants the world to be. He wants to be an amazing father and be there for his wife, and not just that, but also be the best officer he can be and do things by the book. The only thing is that with people that he knows are pretty shady, and he somehow gets sucked into this world where he wasn't planning for. He didn't want it, and he's trying to figure out how to get out of it. And all this takes place in what was it? I guess like an 18-year or 20-year span, because you start seeing the actions that each and every character takes, and how it affects the other character, and how that character, who's once they have children, those actions that they took in the past are started affecting their children. So you start seeing that, and I really felt that this director, what I loved about what he brought to the project, or what he did with the project, is that it showed to the audience that our own actions have consequences, and you have to deal with those consequences, even though you don't like the consequences that came out of those actions. And he really did a real good job, because there's this one scene where it just sums up everything, where Ryan Gosling's character is there speaking to Eva Mendes' character, which is, I think, Roman or something like that. And he's saying that, my father wasn't around for me, and look how bad I came out. And that really spoke volumes to me, because it's so true. I've seen it with my own eyes, what happens when the father doesn't take that responsibility of being a father to his own kids. And then it becomes like a chain reaction. And that's what I saw within this film. And another thing that I saw in this film is when fathers aren't not just not there, but they don't take that time to kind of speak to their kids, kind of mentor them, instead of they were just focused on business and career. And the director did a real good job in portraying in bringing that to the audience, and the actors also did a real great job. Another thing is I really want to kind of like Ray Liotta to play a different character from what we've seen him before. You know, because I seen Ray Liotta do Goodfellas, do you know, corrupt cop, do corrupt detective, do all these different shady characters. I'm thinking to myself, like, man, I mean, it would have been different if Ray Liotta would have actually been, you know, played a different form of just, you know, playing a mobster or a criminal. So that's another thing. And there's not that much Ray Liotta in this. There's just like a couple of scenes and that's it. I'm just like, oh man, because he's a real good actor. He really delivers as you know, being of a slime ball. But yeah, another thing that I definitely really loved about the film was just the cinematography. I love the imagery. I love how the environment that these characters are in it's very, you could say, it contrasts. It just goes totally opposite to their own characters. Because if you look at the place where they're located, it's, I think, upstate New York. It's very green. It's very beautiful. It's very suburban-like, and it's very quiet. It's very down to earth. But yet their own characters are way different from that. They're very, you know, imperfected. They have certain issues that they have to deal with, and it's very dark, you could say. It is a radar film. There is certain scenes, and there's also certain words that come out, and I definitely don't recommend this for the family. I do recommend this film if you want to kind of learn story development, and not just story development, but also cinematography wise, because there's this one scene where it just blew my mind away, and it was that scene where it was Ryan Gosling's character Luke was riding through the forest with his motorcycle, and he bumps into another individual that they kind of, you know, start up a friendship. And in that one scene, it just showed, you know, him riding through the forest, and I was just like, wow, that's a real cool scene. It really is. And also there was what was the other scene that I really felt like was pretty good? It was the Bradley Cooper scene where he's chasing a thief, and when he starts, you know, he pins the thief to this house. He does everything as a procedure as an officer would do, and that's another thing that really got my eye, because it was very authentic when it came to that. You know, he was doing everything that a typical officer would do. You know, he gets into the house, and you know, he tells the people or the residents of the house to get on the floor, and says, don't move, to just stay there. He goes inside, and he starts going through the house, and he starts, you know, kind of showing his presence, or trying to yell and scream to basically show that he's there, and he's trying to, hey, you know, do everything by the book, and it showed that, and I was like pretty impressed with Bradley Cooper. And DeHaan, he has a pretty significant role, in the sense that he finds out who his father is, and he kind of, you know, embraces it, and he learns from his father's mistake, and I guess you can say he starts being the man, a better man than what his parents were. You know, he kind of makes his own path, his own road, and it kind of leaves ambiguous what happens to him, but you start seeing that he starts maturing, growing up, and, you know, saying, you know what, I'm not taking down that route. I'm not going down that route. I'm gonna be a different individual, even though he takes certain choices that are very close and similar to his own father. So that's another thing that kind of, you know, it leaves you thinking at the end, basically. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. You guys have a great day or evening or wherever you are. Jesus is King, and until next time.